Bill Gates could go bankrupt, and the growing need for automotive technicians as people retire. Today, I read an interesting article on Yahoo Finance, put out by Benzinga and written by Costa Bagelcoat, titled, Bill Gates could go bankrupt if Tesla stock surges 200% to become the top company, says Elon Musk. According to the author, there has been a conflict between Elon Musk and Bill Gates, and apparently Bill Gates has an undisclosed short position in Tesla stock, which reportedly resulted in a $1.5 billion loss for him. Here are my thoughts. There are a lot of what-ifs here. Who knows if Bill Gates still has this short position? Then, do you really think Tesla stock can surge 200% from where it is currently at? I highly doubt Bill Gates is going to go bankrupt. While anything is possible, I just don't see this coming to fruition. I read some of the comments beneath this article. I'll share some of them with you. The first commenter said, I'm sure Bill Gates has several emergency accounts in other places that only he knows about. He is not worrying about anything. The next commenter said, they're gaslighting themselves if they believe Gates would put himself in a position to lose it all. Tesla is the absolute largest investment bubble and will eventually pop as they can't even deliver a quality product. As long as Elon can force his will through politics, Tesla will remain propped up. But what happens when he loses favor? Run for the hills. Another commenter said, there are hundreds of unsold Teslas gathering dust at an abandoned shopping mall 5 miles from my house. Some of the Teslas were manufactured in 2023. It will be 2025 in 22 days. The last comment that I'll share with you came from someone who said, are Trump supporters going to run out and replace their gas-guzzling pickups and SUVs with Teslas? I am guessing no. Tesla is overvalued. People don't want completely electric cars, at least not yet. Well, my friends, the commenters always have interesting things to say. What do you think about the possibility of Bill Gates going bankrupt? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. This next article is about someone who doesn't need to worry about money. I read this on Yahoo Finance, put out by Benzinga and written by Chris Kadji, titled, Mark Zuckerberg's Soaring Wealth, Billionaire Now Richer Than Warren Buffett, Mark Cuban, Peter Thiel, and Ken Griffin combined. According to the author, Mark Zuckerberg ranks as the third richest person in the world with $215 billion in wealth. The author said Warren Buffett is worth $147 billion, Ken Griffin, $42.4 billion, Peter Thiel, $15.9 billion, and Mark Cuban, $8.1 billion. Mark Zuckerberg has more money than all of them combined. Here are my thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, we certainly are living in a new Gilded Age. In the late 1800s and the early 1900s, people like Rockefeller, Carnegie, and Vanderbilt accumulated massive amounts of wealth and had an immense amount of power in America. There was a lot of opulence back then. Tour the Cliff Walk at Newport, Rhode Island sometime and tour some of the mansions there, or travel to North Carolina and tour Biltmore. While these homes are old, they are over the top when it comes to opulence. That subsided later in the 1900s, but it's back. There are now millionaires being minted all the time, while ordinary people around the world struggle more than ever. The middle class is eroding, and that erosion would be happening far quicker if it were not for access to various forms of credit and if it were not due to some people benefiting from real estate appreciation and stock appreciation along with cryptocurrency appreciation. It is an interesting world that we all live in. I read some of the comments beneath this article. I'll share some of them with you. The first commenter said, I find this interesting and revealing. You know, all those heart-wrenching commercials that are on every night showcasing righteous organizations like Shriners Hospital, St. Jude's Hospital for Children, World Wildlife Federation, ASPCA with all of the mistreated dogs, and on, trying to wring a few of our hard-earned dollars for good causes? Well, Zuckerberg and Musk and a handful of others could totally pay a year's operating expense for all of these organizations without a noticeable drop in their bottom lines. Yeah, I know, the odds of this happening are next to zero. More yachts and rockets, please. The next commenter said, maybe with all that money, he can fix the healthcare system. The last comment that I'll share with you came from someone who said, Warren Buffett contributes voluntarily to the U.S. Treasury. Mark just buys yachts. I'm going to chime in regarding that last comment. Keep in mind, people earn a living designing those yachts and building those yachts. Then there are people who earn a living maintaining those yachts and providing services on those yachts. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. While I've talked about billionaires quite a bit today, this next article is about normal working class people. I read this on foxbusiness.com, written by Daniela Genovese, titled, Mechanic Shortage Persists as Workers Age Out of Profession. According to the author, the BLS projects an average of 67,800 openings for automotive service technicians and mechanics each year through the year 2033. The department attributes many of these openings to the need to replace workers who leave the occupation either by transitioning to different fields or retiring. This comes at a time when millions of vehicles are already behind on certain auto repairs, such as oil changes and tire rotations, according to data from Carfax. Unfortunately, many young people are not exposed to a variety of occupational areas in high school anymore. Many high schools have closed down their shop programs. At some schools, there is a strong emphasis on students passing standardized tests. Some, but not all, guidance counselors heavily push the college track. I think some young people who like working with their hands should consider different trades. There's often a lot of opportunity in plumbing, electrical, HVAC, and in the automotive industry. I talked to a guy at a franchise car dealership who is a master tech. He said many dealerships have a hard time keeping techs because they are often lured away by other dealerships for more money. If you are really good and you have a strong work history, you have options. The same can't be said for some people in corporate America, especially with ageism, which is unfortunately present at times. If you are a master at a trade, you will always have a job, as long as your body is strong enough to keep working. I read some of the comments beneath this article. I'll share some of them with you. The first commenter said, so ironic that most of the professions that your parents warned you that you'd wind up doing if you didn't take school seriously and get a college degree are now naming their own price, while those that went the college route are begging the federal government to get them out of a lifetime of student debt. The last comment that I'll share with you came from someone who said, Gen Xers were told if they didn't get a college degree, then they couldn't have a comfortable life in retirement. This lie has been propagated and adopted up to the federal level. This is why we have universities with soft liberal arts degrees, but no one can get an electrician. It is also why tuition is outrageous, but so is having to pay a plumber $75 to breathe the air in your home for the first 15 minutes they are there. To solve both problems is simple. Get rid of guaranteed student loans. And push the student loan problem back onto the schools. We will naturally see more enrollment in the trades. Both problems solved. You're welcome. Well, my friends, the commenters always have strong opinions. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, there is a link in the description beneath this video. You can read more about the different membership levels. Please also check out some of the great books that I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.